Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here's Lawletta now on second. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Lawletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a give to Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lawletta. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Lawletta. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. The shotgun snap to Lawletta. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and they will stop him short of the marker. Well, there is a flag here, but if this is on the offense, and I think it is, they'll obviously decline it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it off to Ajayi. Gets through, and now an opening. Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta from the 50. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That is a sight, a sack that Giant fans hoping to see more of this year.
Well, we know they put a big emphasis on it in the offseason, and it paid off in a big way early in this game, getting to the quarterback. The Giants know they have to get their pass rush pumped up.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Wentz going to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Lion. 81.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's West. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On first down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wentz again. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye.
Great. Lion.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before the break for Lauletta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man is Uzama. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Leopard. Gone.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And The Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giants' offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's brought down after a good game. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. And we just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A toss out to Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go! Green!
Again, it's Barkley. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Coming off play action, Lauletta. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Forced out to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Check safety, check safety.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Down to the 25. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Leopard. Over.
On second down, here's Barkley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. It's caught. Shepard. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now Saquon Barkley powers through. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He hits West underneath. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it to West on the dump off. And some room to roam now. Kendrick West. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On the toss, there goes West. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. handoff to Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot!
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this, it's a fake. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a